It's not uncommon for people to seek God during times of hardship. And in some ways, the pandemic has been no different. But even before COVID, a growing number of Americans were moving away from organized religions. And the pandemic didn't do anything to stop that trend. A survey this month from the Pew Research Center found 29% said they had no religious affiliation. That's up 6 points from 2016, with the millennial generation leading that shift. So with the pandemic dragging on into its third year, CNBC's Seema Modi tells us faith leaders are trying new ways to reach out and touch someone.
More progressive religions are gaining popularity. Middle Collegiate Church grew by 500 members during the pandemic, even though its actual building was destroyed by a fire last year.
We've put social justice and democracy in the middle of faith in a way that really speaks to young folks.
Some critics would say you're changing their relationship with God, that what you're doing is different than the traditional approach. What's your response?
I'm so glad I'm changing their relationship to God. If that's what we're doing, that's exciting to me. I'm trying to get God out of the box.
Member Perrin Allen grew up in a conservative Christian household, but as a gay man, struggled to feel accepted.
You have to do things the way the Bible says literally, but I feel like the Bible and Jesus Christ believed in love no matter what. And I feel like I found that at Middle.
It's not just love. Since the pandemic, spiritual leader Deepak Chopra says people are yearning for connection and community.
The pandemic showed us that people don't like isolation.
Chopra's foundation is hosting retreats where the spiritually minded come to heal, meditate, and connect.
We are creating both online and offline communities globally.
Rabbi Stanton views these changes as a spiritual awakening, not just for people, but the faith community as a whole.
Institutions are going to shift dramatically, and we are all going to be the better off for it.
Whether at churches like this one, on social media, or at spiritual retreats, religious leaders we spoke to say the pandemic has fostered a stronger connection to spirituality in younger generations and see it as an opportunity to engage with them.
From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 6 o'clock news.
Well, for those in the religious community, Sunday morning means church, prayer, time with family. It's the way we connect with our own spirituality. But there are a lot of people who express their faith in some very different ways and really consider themselves spiritual, not religious. Oprah Winfrey is maybe the most prominent voice for this new movement. And don't get me wrong, this movement is not against religion. Folks just say they don't practice religion. They practice their own spirituality very differently. Tina Psaki is the author of My Spirituality is Not Religious. She joins me now to talk more about this. And so what do you really mean when you say spiritual but not religious?
What that means is connecting with the higher power, whether you call it God or the creator of the universe, a big energy. The great spirit, if you will. Oprah, through her TV show, Super Soul Sundays, she calls her viewers super solars. She's a prominent voice out there, and she has all these leaders and instructors of spirituality come and express their own way.
Can you be spiritual and not be religious?
Yes.
You can be both?
Yes.
So they don't have to converge?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I say that because there's wonderful people who have spiritual experiences on their horses on Sunday morning. And they just are not going to bother with this religious stuff. Let's respect everybody exactly where they are. And let's let grace lead them where grace needs to lead them.
You don't want everybody to be in church on Sunday?
No, I don't.
Wow, what kind of preacher are you?
I want everybody to know God.
You want everybody to know God?
I want everybody to know the love that I know, that fills their hearts so much that they are joyful and peaceful, and they are respectful of every human being. What I want, Oprah, is to turn the human race into the human family.
Wow.
And you don't have to be in church to be
that.
a part of that. Because Gandhi was not in church, and he did that.